Everyone, Jeff coming at you from my channel, Comics and Tattoos. Today I thought it'd be really cool to go through and show off a bunch of number one issues. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, today I'd like to show off my collection of some number one issues. Back in the day when I was shopping, I would always pick up number one just because I've always been big on number ones and first appearances. I went through and I pulled out a bunch of books that are number ones, and there was so many of them, I decided I was going to split them up between X-Men related titles and non-X-Men related titles. So there's probably might be a little bit of bleed through, but I did try to separate them. And I'm just going to zoom through a bunch of books just to kind of show off, again, a big collection of number one issues. So first off, I got a series of, I guess you'd say, some movie issues. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Blade Runner, Krull, James Bond for Your Eyes Only, and Dragon Slayer. It's pretty cool movies. Again, anytime I saw number ones, I always got them, highly collectible. Avengers versus X-Men, I want to say this is probably late 80s, early 90s, way before the big crossover event that they did. Would love to see this in the movies. Newer issue, crossover. Also, keep in mind, I have a lot of books out to CGC. One of my last submissions was all 25 issues of all number one issues. So first New Mutants, first Excalibur, first Wolverine, just to name a few. So these are just ones that have been out. Some of these could be graded, but we'll see how it goes. Variant issue of Justice League Dark. Got the regular cover out getting graded. Back in the day, Power Pack 1. I think this could really be something for Disney Plus. Definitely something that the kids would love. Uncanny Avengers Annual 1. And in the same bag, Thanos Annual 1. Jessica Jones 1. This was a newer series, not the first appearance. And Red Wolf 1. Superior Spider-Man 1. Pretty cool series. Definitely had some really interesting covers in that run. Secret Empire 0. Not a number one, but still first. I did hear some rumors that Bad Cap will be showing up in possibly the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Could be interesting. Yeah, I'd love to have this graded. Number one Man-Thing. Spider-Man 2099. Star Wars. This is not the first one. This was a kind of, I think it was a reprint because this was $1.25 and not the 25 or 30 cents from back in the day. Grumpy Cat 1. Who knows? Flash in the pan, but could be interesting. Solo Avengers Hawkeye. Inhumans Prime with Kamala Khan. Could be an interesting issue. Doc Savage 1. Oh, yeah, they're all one, sorry. Marvel Action Hour Iron Man. I believe that was a cartoon. Dazzler. I have several copies of this and also a graded copy. Falcon. Really cool cover. Swimsuit issue. Pretty cool issue. I believe this is Jim Lee. Yep, Jim Lee. Big fan of Jim Lee. The Elektra Saga. Team America. I want to say this was like 1982. This was, back in the day. Speedball number 1. Not to be confused with his first appearance in Spider-Man Annual. Secret Defenders with the foil cover. Hercules. I believe this was a limited series. Pretty cool cover. Vision and the Scarlet Witch. I do have the run. I believe there was 2 runs. Could be interesting with the new series coming up. Submariner, 1 in 4 limited series, rumored to be coming up. Cloak and Dagger. Justice. Don't really know this one, but again, pick up a lot of number 1s. Super Soldier. Rock and Roll Guns N' Roses. Hawk World. Few DCs, but mostly Marvel. Dawn. Like the cover, couldn't pass it up. Darker Image. This is Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld, so definitely a must. Skate Man. I think it may be kind of rare, but it's Neil Adams and a number 1, so definitely might be collectible. Marvel Comics Presents. I believe I have like the first 75 or 100 issues of these. They were kind of like 2 or 3 stories all in one. I believe this was before the Wolverine's own series. ROM annual one. King size special Inhumans. I do believe they will be revisiting the Inhumans again. And another stack. Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Verse, not to be confused with the first appearance. Captain Marvel number 1, first appearance of the character that later becomes Star. I believe it was issue number 8. Deathblow, not sure if you can really see the cover, but this is a Jim Lee. And not really worth anything right now, but interesting cover, Jim Lee, so how about it? Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. I see this kind of mentioned some time to time due to the Edge of the Spider-Verse. Ren and Stimpy, still in the bag. From what I understand, it smells like kitty litter, and I am not opening the bag, so that's a no. I know it's not good to keep them in the bag, but I'm not dealing with books smelling like kitty litter. Alpha Flight number 1. Definitely people specking on this, seems to be rising lately. Secret Wars number 1. I do have most of the series. I'd like to get another set. Definitely talking rumors of having this. I think it would be really cool to see that in the movies. Machine Man number 1. They're all number 1s. Cloak and Dagger. I believe that was 1 in 4. Classic cover. Return of the Jedi. Star Wars books are definitely going crazy right now. Pit from Image Comics. Damage Control. This could definitely, I believe this was mentioned in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fantastic Four number 1. This was one of those reboots. Not really a big fan of the cover, but it is a number 1 reboot. Force Works. The No Prize. Don't really hear too much about that. That was a Stan Lee thing. G.I. Joe number 1. I've had this book since, I want to say, 1982. Spider-Man. These books are printed so much, they're really not worth anything. You know, possibly maybe in a 9.8, but still collectible. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I remember this from the cartoon way back in the day, so this is definitely nostalgic. Contest of Champions. Really cool book. I remember this back when I was in middle school. Recently picked this up from the comic book store for $10 for all 3 issues. So the super steal. I'd love to see this one too. Amazing Spider-Man 1. This came in a lot of books. Wasn't really looking for this one, but it just came to happen to be part of the set. I believe this is the first cameo of Cindy Moon, who becomes Silk. Firestorm. Saw this at the local comic shop for a really decent price and thought I would pick it up. Spider-Man Free Comic Day. I believe this is the first appearance of Virus. Thundercats #1. Definitely a nostalgic book. Anytime I see these in a good condition, I pick them up. Could definitely become spec. I'm sure Thundercats will become a property again sometime. Moon Knight #1. This book is definitely speccing because of Oscar Isaac and the Netflix series. It's probably a 7.5 or an 8. I have a nicer copy getting graded. The Cat. Before Greer was Tigro, she was the Cat. Old 20-cent book. I thought I had sent this in with some of my older books prior to 1975, but I guess I missed it or didn't. Cool issue. Might still get it graded at some point. Red Sonja. Not see if you can tell, if you can see, but I tried to use an eraser up here around where it was kind of colored and messed up, and it looks like I just smeared it and made it worse. So wanted it because not first Red Sonja, but first Red Sonja appearance. Love the female characters, but I think I messed it up a little bit. King Conan 1. She-Hulk, the sensational She-Hulk 1. Second series. Vampirella. What If Planet Hulk. This is the first Scar, son of the Hulk. And a 1 in 4 Submariner. I think it was already in here. So if you enjoyed this one, stay tuned. My next one will be all #1s of X-Men books. And remember, the best books to buy are the ones you like. Peace out.